So we're going to get our onion and our celery and our oil in there. I had to borrow that pot from the kitchen. It doesn't have a real flat bottom. Okay, so in our chicken and cabbage soup, we'll go ahead and put our large onion in there. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, there's our large onion, our 2 ribs of celery, and we're going to let that cook up. Okay, that's good. Okay, to this, we're going to jump over here, and we're going to add our tomato juice, some tomato sauce. So we've got, let's see, tomato juice, and 32 ounces is 4 cups. So there's a little bit, I think there's 6 cups. You can drink the rest of it. Very good for you. Okay. There's our tomato sauce. We're going to use a little bit of the chicken. It's like chicken bouillon, only it comes in granulated form. So we've got some of that with a little, also our garlic powder is in here. So we're going to add that to that. Okay, so we've got everything going on here. We're going to add our 5 cups of water, which I already measured out. And we'll let that come to a boil. Now it's all quiet. We're just letting all this boil here. Because we have other things to do. All right, so we got that to a boil. We're going to put into our chicken and cabbage soup. Oh, I know, we have to put the cabbage in, don't we? I chose the chicken like this. If you've got leftover chicken, that's good. That's, one of my favorite things. I didn't cut the cabbage. This is a 2-pound head, so it's not, you think a 2-pound head should be about that big. This was actually one of the smaller ones, but it's pretty solid. And if you want to get out your food processor or whatever kind of grinder thing you have, yeah, you can do that. But you know how I am. If you're not going to use it for something else, then you got to clean the whole thing. It's almost not worth it. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of shred this up. And I like to sort of split it down, cut it in 4s, and then just kind of just take little cuts. I don't need that. And that gets it shredded. And the least little bit of time. Not that hard. It looks like a lot of cabbage, but it's... And I chose this recipe to, we're still at the beginning of the year, so we're still thinking about health. Cabbage is very good for you. This is an alternative to having, I know my family is not crazy about having boiled cabbage. Ooh. It's good and it's good for you, but this is a little bit of an alternative. So we're going to go ahead and add the cabbage. It's almost to a boil. I think probably the pot being sort of funny isn't going to... This also gets a little salt and pepper. Again, with the, we didn't use the chicken broth in here, but we did use the bouillon, which is salty to begin with, or it could be. So just make sure, just be careful when you're seasoning that you don't add too much salt. All right. So we'll get our chicken in there and our salt and pepper, and we'll be done with that one. Are you getting hungry? These are good. See, now the cabbage is all cooked down in there. Looking good. Not totally, but on the way. And here's our chicken and cabbage.